What happens when you take a viral cabbage recipe and blue collar it up? Come on, I'm going to show you. Let's talk about ingredients. I know this looks like a lot, but it's not actually. The first thing we have is 4 tablespoons of butter. We have a cup of beef broth. We have 4 ounces of softened cream cheese. We've got 3/4 of a cup of shredded Parmesan, shredded, not grated. We've got 3 cloves of garlic. We've got a half an onion chopped. We've got a splash of lemon juice, whatever a splash is. We've got a pound of ground beef. I've already browned this up. And then the star of the show, who would have ever thought, would be, yes, you guessed it, a head of cabbage. So, and that's the biggest head I could find at my store. And then here we have some seasonings. We've got about a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of onion powder, and some salt and pepper. Just whatever blend of seasoning you want to make up, that's fine. So that's it. All we have to do now is the assembly process. Cabbage, yummy. We'll find out, won't we? Let's go. First thing we want to do is chop up our head of cabbage here, and we're going to go for wedges, and I'm going to go kind of all the way through about the middle here, leaving the core in it and all that stuff, just to get us some wedges. And speaking of wedges, just a funny story. One time me and some guys from work, we decided we was going to go celebrate Christmas, and we went to this. It's a nice restaurant. I don't know if it was fancy or not. It was fancy to me, but I ordered this awesome hamburger that had pimento cheese on it. I go to a nice restaurant, and what do I get? A hamburger, right? But anyway, so then I got a wedge salad on the side. I had never heard of a wedge salad, so I'm like, well, that sounds interesting. Let me try that. So. And when they brought out a big chunk of lettuce and on the plate with a few sides, I thought, man, I paid extra money for them not to do any work to it. I'm a weirdo, I guess. I'm not accustomed to things like that. But anyway, we're going to make wedges here. And we're going to have some fun doing it. So there's the wedges, the best that I could do. And now we're going to get them in a pan. And one ingredient I failed to mention is you're going to need some avocado oil for the pan to sear this in. Usually about just a couple tablespoons of work, but you will need that ingredient. So let's get this in the pan. So as you can see, I've got this in the pan. It's frying up, and the key is to get it seared up, brown on both sides. That's as much as I can fit in my pan. So we're going to run with that, and when we get done with this, we'll move right on to the sauce. And while this is frying up, you can take your seasoning mix here and just sprinkle it on there, just to give it a little flavor. Like I said, you can use whatever mix you want, or you don't have to use anything. You can just use the natural flavoring of the onions and the garlic. But this is definitely want to put a little salt and pepper though. And then I'll flip them over and do the other side. Okay, so the main idea here is you want to get some char on there. Some of my wedges fell apart, but that's okay because it's about the cabbage, okay? It don't matter how it looks, thankfully. But most of them held together, and that's why you leave the core in it, because it kind of keeps everything tight together. So I'm going to set this to the side, and we're going to work on our sauce now to pour over top of this and put it in the oven. All right, I've got me a saucepan. I got the butter in there. I'm gonna let that melt for a second. And I did mince up the cloves of garlic in my little Ninja, so we'll put that in there. And then add the onions. Just let them get a little soft and tender. And then we'll start building the rest of our sauce. Okay, this is starting to get brown. And I'm going to add my broth and my cream cheese. And just continuing to put this together here. I'm going to break that up a little bit. And I'm going to add the hamburger meat. And we'll just let that get happy there. And you'll see what it's going to look like here in a second. And the last thing we're going to do is add our lemon juice, just a little bit to the sauce there, a splash. And we're going to add about half of our cheese or parm. We'll save some for the top and let that thicken up for just a second. And we'll get it finished up here. Alright, I've got the oven preheated to 400 degrees. Now all I'm going to do is pour this over top of this, just like this right here. Try to get it all over it, because this is the good stuff. Yeah, if you would have told me I was going to be getting excited about cabbage, I would have called you crazy at one time. And we want to, just like I said, just kind of get it all over everything evenly. And this is going to go in the oven for about 15-20 minutes and get all happy in there, and then we'll try it out. Here it is, fresh out of the oven, melting cabbage and beef yumminess. Let's go and test this out. Man, I am impressed. That is good. All the flavors from the onions and the garlic and the seasoning. And it does melt in your mouth. And of course the beef is good. I give it a thumbs up. Yes, I'm surprised. And I guess it's a viral recipe for a reason. Hey, until next time, give us a try. Don't be afraid. And may the Lord bless you.